Good morning. Sorry I was a little bit late. I had to go do my alpha clinic on the op station. So should have probably made mention of that. Um, but yes, but this is Big Games BS part of the media group presented by alphacliniconline.com. We will have some of the Alpha Clinic segment posted up. I had to go do the op news station, channel 4. It feels uncomfortable, but they all like me over there because I don't think they want no problems. But but it's that time of a month where I take a picture with white women and everybody loses their mind. And everybody, white people included, treat me like it's Dr. Umar got caught. And now one of them, I will say, could be my type if she had curves. That's Jana. You go look up Jana. Jana is she's a tall glass of whole white milk. Actually, no, she's not whole milk because she's not thick. I'd say of skim milk. Like I'm talking about 6'4" and wearing the heels. I mean, that bitch towers over me. And then you got Christina, and Christina is attractive. Christina is the nurse practitioner for Alpha Clinic Online. Do you have the? Okay, Jaden's going to put the picture up of Christina. This is like the 1,000th picture that me and Christina have taken. Christina is a hugger. She's a close talker, and she's a close pull you in type person. So I was she if we were doing a bro hug, it's the tucked in, you tuck, and that's kind of what happened. So like I'm there. Um, People like her. She's wearing red though. That is my favorite color. But yeah, that's about all we can. About as close as I'm going to get to a porcelain princess. Right there. Cool people. That's who. If you if that's your type. If you want to know who you're going to be working with, Christina, right there. That's who you will be working with Alpha Clinic Online, alphacliniconline.com. Whether you're a woman, they've got tons of good pictures. She's the one who's gonna get that bitch up out y'all, some of y'all men. So that's what we was doing. Rah, 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 all that other jazz. We're gonna talk. So it's people dying that's never died before. So I don't know if you guys recognize that. But yesterday I found out that I lost another teammate of mine. We did the Dope Boys on Matt Monrod right before the season started. Monster Matt, good dude. Been heavy in the supplement company world since really since we were in college. He had a heart attack, a massive heart attack on Sunday, and did not make it out. Found out yesterday that he died. I believe his funeral is on Monday. Not Monday, excuse me, Friday. He had a wife. He had a wife and 2 daughters. I didn't know it was 2 daughters. I knew he had 2 children. We talked about this on the show. Yeah, you go ahead and pull it up. But yeah, funny story about Matt. While we're putting up all this stuff, it actually. So me and Matt have talked, and you keep in contact with people, and I get judged for this, but I ain't the type that's gonna talk. If you need somebody to talk to you every fucking day, I'm not that friend. I'm the friend that when you act, but I am the friend that when you need something, if you call me, I'm ready to get to action for you. And not all of them, but probably about 90% of my teammates, if they pick up the phone or call me or they text message me, because I'm also that guy that I don't walk back what our relationship was. Whenever you leave me, I'm right where you left me at. And I'm not gonna go and that in between time, I don't need all of that. You come back, we just pick up like it's never like that's why those Dope Boys interviews are so cool. Because I'm talking with people and we're reminiscing about the past, and we're not worried about why I haven't talked to you in years. I'm just happy to hear and catch up with you. And so, Matt, we would have great conversations at times. We challenge each other at times. But that's why I think if the world were truly more like a locker room, the world would be a better place. We don't agree politically. We didn't agree politically on everything. He grew up, and he tell you he grew up as a middle class white boy. As one of the younger brothers. I grew up in what would be considered inner city, and I was the oldest with single parent. But we had this thing called football that brought us all together, and we had a common goal. And that common goal was over everything, and that was always the thing that kind of brought us together. But Matt's that's his is that the obituary page or something like that? I think the funeral is on the 1st. If we click on there or something, maybe scroll down. Yeah, it says the services. Mm-hmm. I don't think people can actually see it on this though. Is there something under services?
Oh no, it's right there. A memorial service.
Okay.
Can you see?
I don't pull it. I can't. That's just me. I mean, I can see the word. I can see the wording, like the text, the chat, but I can't see that. I see why he got his nickname. Yeah, he was in bodybuilding, and he was strong as fuck. He was a bounce like he I'm not here to like he got it. He was heavy in the supplements, like for a while. So like again, not even no cautionary tale we talk about, but we talked about something really crazy, right? So his junior year at Miami, when we played Miami at Miami, he tore his ACL, and he tore his ACL on the same play that Chris Ricks got smashed and bruised his ribs. All of the medical staff went to Chris to make sure Chris was okay. Nobody went to Matt. They didn't even notice. They were so concerned about Chris, they didn't notice that Matt was on the ground. Dang. This man picked himself up by himself with no ACL and hobbled off the field while they were working with Chris. It's just, again, people don't give quarterbacks get entirely too much shit. Again, this is coming from a guy who will never have a bad thing to say about Chris Ricks, man. But yeah, man. When I was younger, I never expected to live this old. I actually didn't expect to see past 21. But what happens when you get older? You know what you want to start doing? You stop doing the dumb shit that you did when you were younger, and you start doing shit that actually want to live. That's the only reason old people eat kale. Have you noticed all the rappers that are going vegan now? Yeah. All the years, like it's going to counteract all the years of the pills, cocaine, and all the other shit that you did. Now you're going to go vegan. It's the worst thing in the world. To see Jadakiss have a vegan food truck and shit like that really bothers me. But also to see Jadakiss that went to a private school fucking bothers me too, because I needed him to be O-Block. But most of them, that's why the Boondocks was so funny. Because they really came in and just like really exposed that shit. Yeah, Styles P with the Jew. All the members of the Locks are doing all unlocks things. They're doing very mature. The juice bar. Oh, juice bar. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It just fucking bothers. It fucking bothers me, man. No, man. Like, yeah, I know, man. Fuck that, bro. Like, be you. Like, you don't have to be the full you, but like, be you. But I say that to say it's like death never bothered me. Only bothered me when babies died. And now when I'm like, damn, it's more so because I'm like, damn, I could be next. And almost dying changed my perspective on a lot of things. A lot of people wonder why I have a low tolerance for bullshit. Like, when you sitting there having to fight for your life, you realize you get in this bitch, you come out this bitch, at least there's somebody there to hold you. They might smack you on your ass and make you cry. But there's somebody holding you. When you go out, ain't nobody, you by your lonely. But my man had a heart attack, and he was 42. He just turned 42 September 1st, if I remember correctly. So leaves behind 2 kids, a wife. I don't know his wife. I knew his girlfriend and his girlfriend in college. She was cool. She dope. And it's funny because I had just talked to her before when I was in August when I was supposed to go to Atlanta to speak at the Seminole Club. Yeah, man. Listen, man. It's people dying that's never died before. And this is like my 8th teammate. That's the wild part. Mostly linemen. Now that I think about Bobby Meeks, Big Cuz, Myrod, T Weezy. Yeah. Damn. Large Negro. Matt's white, but large people are dying. What's a Cravagini? That sounds like, isn't that shit from Star Trek?
No, that's a Crave Vegan. I think it's a vegan restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, man, don't be asking me to try no Cleon spot. I don't know that language, man. Like one of them Star Trek ancient aliens. Nah, man, I'm sticking with Palestinian diet, man. Like, I can't. Nah, man. It's kind of like in the scene in The Matrix where the guy got a steak. He's like, I know that this doesn't really taste like anything, but like when they flip him, when they flip the guy so he can open up the spaceship. It's like that. I read movies. I did the semi diet for 90 days. Actually got worse.
Oh, really?
Well, because all the good shit, vegan stuff is sweet stuff. And like you keep eating it, and like it spikes your blood sugar anyway. But like grandma, I was sick and Gagi came over there and she forced me to eat meat.
Yeah, right.
And she was like, "You feel better now, don't you?" And I was like, "Actually, I do fucking feel better." To everything in moderation. Like if you eat a bunch of greens, you're gonna be shitting all day. That's not fun. That's not a fun lifestyle. And you're gonna be hungry. But it's like you do these things, and then I see the problem is I see fat vegans, and it bothers me. So that doesn't help. That doesn't make me want to be a vegan. Actually, a girl I went to college with, she's vegan. She's not fat at all. She's short and she's thick as hell. It is like where are you getting your nutrients from? Because you look like you eat pork, but I know she don't, and it's wild. I'm not gonna put her on blast like that, but she's, but there are fat vegans though, and I'm like, you're not motivating me to want to become a vegan. But I like steak. I like chicken. Pork ain't did shit to me.
Gorillas are vegan.
And they're also angry.
Yeah.
They pound in their chest and they're very territorial. Vegans and vegetarians are always mean.
Yeah, every time
or crazy.
Food, it doesn't look good.
This is how I know vegans are liars. They never just say I'm eating asparagus, or I'm eating jackfruit, or I'm eating ground bean patty, or they're not saying I'm eating chickpeas. You know what they always say they're eating? I'm eating vegan pulled pork. That's jackfruit. I'm eating something that tastes like meat.
Have y'all ever had they call it like mock food? Have y'all ever had a mock food item like that? I had it for the first time in New York this past summer.
I'd be upset.
That's a terrible name.
It was supposed to be chicken, but I could definitely taste the difference though. But it was all right.
It's a difference, man.
It's supposed to be chicken.
I don't like that. Like if you made a choice, it's like when studs come around and they're like, I got this. No, you made a choice in your life. You don't get to do something else now. You don't get to have like vegans. You want to eat vegetables and fruits and berries and sticks and twigs, bitch. That's what you need to do. Stop saying, "Oh, well, this is like I'm eating." Like there's one lady who was cruel to her children. She tried to make it seem like she gave them Chick-fil-A, but it was like little fried chickpea chicken nuggets. No. If you want to be a vegan, you made a choice. Be an adult and stick with your damn choice. Sick of this shit. I swear to God, if you like the guy we posted and they made the carrots look like hot dogs, there'll be a murder. You put carrots on a potato hot dog bun with some mustard and ketchup on it, and you have me bite into it and you handed it to me, I'm throwing it right back at you, dog. I'm throwing it and I'm throwing shells at you.
There's no way to make a carrot taste like a hot dog. What type of bullshit?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna make you vegan like Jadakiss is vegan. When he made this song, he's like, if you're hungry, then I know some niggas serving them shells with no sauce, and they silver. Only take one to kill you. How can you make a song like that and then become vegan?
He's that dude.
Oh,
He's that dude.
God.
Jada.
I'm like the Dow Jones of rap. My stocks is high.
I will never change Jada. He go to balls.
His songs were so gangster, man.
Speaking of big people, you know, we had some news in Jacksonville. The Jaguars,
Thank God.
they have traded Cam Robinson to the Vikings.
What did we get?
So in return,
We
I
got
have the
a pick 5 from Crystals.
got it right here.
We got a couple of big Bufords. That's what we got for traded Cam Robinson for.
No,
Is Minnesota? No, that was West Virginia that had the
Tutors?
biscuit place.
Yeah, Marshall. It was a Marshall coach, I think, that
Yeah.
had tutors. So the Vikings acquire a 2026 seven round pick, a conditional pick, and Cam Robinson, and the Jaguars acquire a 2026 fifth round pick, and this can turn into a fourth round pick based on like the playing time and et cetera, et cetera. So like another condition.
So we really did get a pick 5 from Crystals. Holy shit!
Yeah.
My bad, White Castle, because they don't have Crystals up there. There's White Castle up there in the Midwest. Oh man, Cam was ass.
Yeah,
Like that man was stealing money. He'll probably be better up there because that's how it happens. Remember, I told you the only time that Cam Robinson was tough or showed any kind of moxie was when he was talking to the petite pumpkin spice princess and Mia O'Brien, and when she asked if Walker Little was going to replace him.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, Mia. And he looked at her. He's like, it was almost it only. Basically, Mia was Janet Jackson in that movie for Colored Girls when she asked Ghost, I can't think of Ghost's real name.
Omari Hardwick.
But she asked Omari Hardwick, so you was just bending over? Who said I was doing the bending? Oh, so you was doing no, wait a minute, no. What did she say? Oh,
No,
so you was doing the bending?
yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
Gross line.
yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. But that's basically what Mia did to Cam Robinson. You didn't even know that he was gone. I had people be like, wait a minute. I thought Cam hasn't been playing. I'm like, yes, that's the problem. You didn't notice that he wasn't playing.
Yeah, he has his 2024 season stats so far. 367 snaps played, 3 penalties, 4 sacks allowed, and his player grade for the season so far is a 69.4. So
69 is only good in the bedroom. It's never good on the football field.
zero.
There are some that it's tough though. It's not so much that he's giving up the 4 sacks. It's the fact that he doesn't do anything very well. He's not very good at this thing. He's not very good at stopping the pass rusher. He's not very good at run blocking. While he is larger than most mammals, he is not a large enough mammal to even be able to shift. So, like, matter of fact, you can look at his head and his facial structure and tell that he looks like he can play. He's more of an NBA power forward than he is an offensive lineman in the NFL, which is nothing wrong with that if you're actually good. So, like, you gotta, if he was wider like Anton, you could actually bump him into the interior and make him a guard, but he's not. And
yeah, 6'6", 335.
which is crazy when I say that, right? It sounds like but it's the way your body's built in the proportions.
Yeah.
But kudos to him, because the one thing I will say, Minnesota is winning. So he will get an opportunity to get a playoff check, as well as continue to steal money. So we got any other breaking news?
So staying in Florida for the former Gator Anthony Richardson being benched for his.
Hold on, before we say anything, this is an Anthony Richardson appreciation page. We love Anthony, but this is also an intervention. You can't love the best. You know, the best way to show somebody you love them is by holding them accountable. And now we can finish. Go ahead, because you're right. I just want to put that out there. We love Ant.
Yeah, thanks.
But Ant, you wild. You a wild boy.
So first, let's have some context on the situation from one of your favorite NFL commentators.
Oh shit,
Emmanuel Acho.
Okay, I already don't agree. So I don't even know what Achu said, but I don't agree with it.
Is acting as though, because in the NFL, y'all got to remember, I have to remember, it's a privilege, not a right. Like playing in the NFL, it's a privilege. It is not a right. I think it's the right move to bench him. I think you have to bench him. And Anthony Richardson is acting as though it's his right to be on the football field. See, when it's your right, you can leave the football field if you're tired because you know, oh, I'm just going to go back out there because that's my right. We got birth rights. It's your right to vote in America. But when it's a privilege, no, you don't take privileges for granted because you know a privilege could be gone in a moment. I think Anthony Richardson has to be benched momentarily, at least to remind him, bro, playing in the NFL, it's a privilege. It ain't a right. You ain't got no rights out there. And you wouldn't just so loosely give away privilege. Because in the NFL, y'all got to remember, I have to remember.
Seems a little romanticized for sometimes niggas gotta say shit.
Yeah.
So this is the actual play where you see him tapping his helmet and asking to get subbed out right here. So let me show y'all.
Do we have the full play?
Yeah.
Right,
I'll rewind it. In the gun.
All right. You know something I've always wondered?
That's him tapping his head right there.
All right. Something that I, as a player, like again, Achu said some things that weren't all bad. But what I've noticed, like I've always noticed with quarterbacks, especially scrambling quarterbacks, is how they have the ability to run around so much and they're never fucking tired. Like I break a long run, I tap my helmet. Like every other position besides offensive line taps their helmet to come out for a play or two, dog. Like it ain't like he just dropped back and like and it threw an incompletion and said, and that wasn't the only time he probably scrambled. Like he dropped back, spun around, broke a tackle, accelerated, and got hit pretty fucking hard on his leg.
And he's not like a Kyler Murray. He's a big dude.
Yeah, and that wasn't the first time he did that. To go get a sip of liquid is probably not the worst thing. And I hate when people say optics. Because who the fuck cares about, like, perception is not reality. Perception is only reality to losers. Reality is fucking reality. The reality is he just did a whole bunch of shit. Matter of fact, a sneeze, bitch, when you get taken on a fly route and you get on a 9 route and you get beat, you know what typically happens? Your coach pulls you out for a play, so that you can get your bearings together because you just sprinted, especially if they run consecutive deep routes.
Kyle's not a fan.
I get it. Now, listen, Kyle is being not critical of him getting off the field, which he may be, but that comment isn't. He's critical of the fact that he doesn't play football very well. So if you want to bitch him for not being a good football player, all right, I'm all for it, because while I like Ant's probably doing too much. He's got a rap career going on. He's got a bitch pregnant. Oh, the baby might be here by now. He's like, I don't know, but like, you know,
but he's showing some good sparks at the beginning.
Like when he threw that one bomb, like while getting hit, like, you know, he's got the tools, but I do think he could probably benefit from maybe now it's tough when you go back and you do a retroact. It's easier when you do it from the beginning. Because everybody don't have the medal of Jameis Winston.
Yeah, that's facts.
Jameis is just like, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, you can't bring Jameis down.
But do you know what's fucked up about the fuckboy at Chew? And you don't never talk about Jameis, who truly does look at it as a privilege to be here. Like, let's use the real examples of what you want to see. But then you won't use that example because you're afraid that what the man will say about you actually showing Jameis some love.
All right.
But I'm not going to hold you. I'm not saying Anthony's right by what he did. I'm just saying I've never had to run around 40 to 50 yards for nothing.
Have we ever seen a quarterback do that for exhaustion rather than
everyone on the internet saying they never seen anybody do this.
I've never seen a quarterback do it, I will say, but I've also never understood how quarterbacks do this.
Like Lamar Jackson, jeez. He had like a 40-yard run in one spot.
Like I don't know how Lamar Jackson does this.
But yeah, Acho was on my Bible app.
My mom sent me the verse of the day yesterday, and then it usually comes with like a little video, and then I saw his face, and I literally just swiped out of it. I'm like,
Acho was the verse of the day?
He read it. Yeah, he read the verse of the day, and they do like a little breakdown analysis of it. And my mom ironically sent me one, and
he does this every day?
No.
It's a different person.
Different person every day.
And he
was an NFL person?
No.
Just like celebrities who are also Christian.
Yeah. And they said
I don't want to hear shit Acho has to say about any religion.
He did it well. He read the verse well.
I saw it was him, but I just swiped out of it. I was like, I'll just read the verse. I'm like, I'm not watching this video.
He could be the Church of Satan. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Bible verses, Quran. What the Jews got? The
Old Testament,
the Torah.
The Torah. I don't see none of that.
It surprised me too. I was like, okay, now I can't hate on them as much, but
you know, NFL.
That's his comparison. That was his comp coming into the NFL. Was Josh Allen.
Similar stats too. The first 10 career starts posted by NFL and CBS.
He's got more wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and better,
less turnovers.
Rating.
One thing I'll say, Lana puts up a good point. She says, I understand a lot of work, and I know that shit is tiring. I also understand that, move the blue thing off so I can read that one better. I also understand the unfortunate nature of these unspoken rules in sports that say you're not allowed to complain about being tired. You're right. I one thing I hate, when we had our terrestrial radio show on the station that does not like black leads for some reason. I don't know if that's true or not. I just fucking feel like taking a shot at 10-10. They just got rid of all the black people besides Leon. And Leon can't read very well. So they got rid of all. I'm not saying he's not smart because Leon is smart, but just whatever. And he's big, and I don't want him to come from behind me again. I don't want him coming up behind me again like fucking Big Reigns, the Tyrese baby boy. I'm not in my fighting suit. This suit is a little. This fabric doesn't move as well as some of my other suits. But
gosh, he's so large, man. That shit scared me when he got there.
But me and JJ used to get in arguments all the time because baseball has these dumbass unwritten rules.
Yeah,
like if you celebrate, you're a bad person, and they will hit you with an object, with a projectile that they can throw at the same speed as a speeding bullet. And I said, if you hit me anywhere in my body with the fucking ball, I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. That's my unwritten rule. But the unwritten rules, that means it's not a fucking rule. That's what it means. And the problem is guys like Achu could literally say, I don't agree with it, but I get it. And that would have been the end of it. But like he has to go and say, well, you know, you got to be a leader. You got to be this. Man, get the fuck out of here. Everybody but offensive linemen get to tap their helmet. And even then, it's like some machismo shit.
Right. I mean, it's the Kawhi Leonard thing, load management situation, just in football. And Kawhi won a championship that year, so
They definitely use load management all the time for.
yeah. Now it's just a thing in basketball.
Did y'all hear about this was last week around sometime, but Joel Embiid's statement about not wanting to play back-to-back NBA games.
Yeah.
Now NBA some bitches.
He said, "I'm not playing no more back-to-back games for the rest of his career." Right?
Yeah, that's what he implied with it. Him and Paul George second that as well.
I mean,
That's some whole shit.
you're looking at these constantly injured players saying that it's like you're here for half the season anyway. So
I'm telling you, man, it's they're trying to become vegan. Have you noticed how many players are vegan now? And eating clean and getting injured. Body's like fine china. Pretty to look at. You want to pay for it, expensive, but fragile.
It's cool. That's why football will remain king.
Speaking of football, and we're talking about Lamar Jackson not getting tired. They added a new potential threat to the Ravens offense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they picked up wide receiver. They traded for a wide receiver, Deontay Johnson.
That's from Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm. So now they got Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Deontay Johnson, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely. What do you think about this, James? Is this a good pickup? Ravens winning that AFC for sure this year, or they still got a problem with the Chiefs?
I mean,
yeah, but can this guy catch? Because I saw now my daughter from Pompano, like basically she called Lamar Pompano punk. She's tired of this shit, even though it wasn't Lamar's fault that they lost. I saw a picture, I saw a video, and then the receiver does this. My bad, and I hate when. Now this is what I hate. I'd rather see somebody tap their helmet than do this after they make. Bitch, we know it's your bad. We all fucking saw it. Like I say it all the time. Like a running back fumbles, he's like, "Bitch, I know it's your bad. I saw it. Get the fuck off the field so I can come cuss you out in front of everybody." So don't tell me that shit. But Lamar literally hit the dude. The ball almost. His face mask almost caught it. Like, how does that happen? He says it got lost in the sun, but damn, shit. Like,
I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
I mean,
but if this guy can catch, it helps.
The problem is Mahomes always seems to pull out Mahomes when it's needed.
That's the problem.
He's clutches.
Is he's clutch.
Yeah.
And I know that Mahomes can do what he's doing right now for another 10 years.
Right. The Ravens are better, though.
The minute Lamar loses a step, Lamar has to change his game.
Yeah, that's true.
30 is coming, dog. Y'all don't know. Y'all young people like don't know about 30, dog. 30 is a motherfucker, man. Like 30, like unless you're LeBron, which is about time for the NBA to have that conversation with LeBron.
He's still.
I mean, I'm not saying in the conversation he has to retire soon. Not because he's getting bad, it's because he can't be. You can't be 40 years old and still be one of the top players in the league, man.
I mean, basically like, the face of the 10, NBA.
He's
still.
He's like y'all can say what you fucking want to say about MJ. He was. Was he top 10 when he was at the end of his career? He was still one of the top players. He was still a bucket, but like he wasn't like all-star level. This motherfucker still.
That's because LeBron's a GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it's like he just hasn't been on the best teams. And yes, it might be his fault. I don't know. Here's the play. This shit is terrible, man. I go back a little bit.
He threw his helmet. So disgusting.
This is the epitome of if it was a spear, it would have killed you. But look at that. He looks like in those old movies. The Spartans, He heaves it. That bitch hit him in the collarbone. I mean,
You think it was the son, maybe too, or not?
maybe, but like
Yeah.
his like dog. Okay, I'm gonna tell. It might be the son.
It's
But when you get
unfortunate.
out of your break, like right here, hands up.
Oh, they were up.
Like you
Wow.
like he it's throw up the fucking rock. I had to cuss my son out about this. He tried to make a catch in practice, but he did something like I said, that's not how you catch, son. Toss up the rock, and the ball is going to hit one of these outside points, or if in a perfect world, hits right in the middle, and then you squeeze your fingertips. I don't know what the hell. Like you keep no man. I'm not blaming the son. Does he have a visor on?
No, I don't think so. Wait, it was hard to tell. I don't think.
man. Bottom line
I
is
don't think he
that's
had a-
fucking embarrassing. That's not Lamar's fault that was that incompletion should go on Pro Football Focus for the receiver and not for the quarterback. But
So yeah, the Ravens they gave up 5th and 6th round picks to trade for Deontay Johnson. So if Johnson signs a contract, that is equivalent to $5 million a year, and that should be pretty easy with wide receiver prices being what they are. He will get the Ravens a 6th round pick back in 2026 per Adam Schefter. So
I mean, they have the better team for sure.
then the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
Right. Chiefs too picking up DeAndre Hopkins as well. It's gonna be. I know last game he really didn't get a lot of catches and yards, but first game on the new team.
Yeah, it's
Think
gonna
he's gonna-
take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but that combination of D Hop and Mahomes is just I don't know who let that happen, to be honest, because that's
when D Hop is D Hop the one with the blind mom or
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
yeah. She was in a attack with one of her boyfriends at the time, and that's why she got that's why she was blind.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said blonde.
No,
Oh,
blind.
no,
completely different.
Like she's never been able to see him play.
That's
But she's always there. That's dope.
really
It's
just
a
put it
good
into
story.
perspective.
Good story. All right. What else what else? Let's go ahead and let's talk about the so I have an issue with not having an issue. My issue is that I don't have an issue with players making statements that they want to make. My issue, however, is with people picking and choosing when they want athletes to have a statement on what they want to state. People say keep politics out of sports, and I always ask, when has politics ever not been in sports? The idea that black and white people are playing sports together now is a fucking political statement that would not have happened years. Like Pop Warner is rolling over in his grave that black people are playing football. And so I also have a problem with us. I can say us because I am black. I identify as black. We have this thing where we take two situations that are completely different and try to compare them. What's that? Apples to oranges type shit. And I want us to really go back and I'm not saying that Colin Kaepernick did not stand up for something that was right. Colin Kaepernick made a fucking choice. He did not get banned from the league. Now, I do agree that we're not 64 players better than him. 64 quarterbacks better than him through the first 3 years of him being like, whatever, what people felt was outcast. But I also know that Colin Kaepernick said that he wanted to be a starter and he wanted to make starter money because he was a starter for the 49ers. I also happen to know that Colin Kaepernick had a fucking contract that he chose to restructure so that he could free himself from the 49ers and then shop for a better job. I want to reiterate, Colin Kaepernick chose to opt out or chose to restructure his contract. He did not have to. Now, people say they would have cut him anyway. I would have forced them to cut me. You know what would have happened if they cut me? I would have been paid. And you would have had a real case. And it might be. But when you choose to restructure and put yourself in a situation where you can become a free agent, you chose the position. Plus, what is protest without consequence? Protest without consequence is a temper tantrum. Temper tantrums don't get you anything. Now, he took his knee. He took his stance. He was also not one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And the other thing I tell people is winning makes you forgive a lot of shit. Being good makes you forgive a lot of shit. You could be a terrible person and a terrible teammate and people want to fight you every day, but if you're the best player on your team, you'll get away with a lot of shit. Bosa is a really fucking good football player. Bosa has years left on his contract. Bosa chose to identify and rep the gang set of MAGA. And I have absolutely no problem with it. It's not like we did not know. He has been called MAGA Bosa since he got drafted. We know where he what would be shocking is if he said he endorsed Kamala. But what we have to stop doing is trying to use the Kaepernick situation, who was not at the top of his Kaepernick was not the top quarterback during that time. He was not a top 5 quarterback during that time. He was not a top 10 quarterback at that time. To a guy who could be arguably considered a top 10 in his position, who's still under contract, who still has things, and he broke no rules. I don't have to agree with you. That's not me endorsing him. That's me saying that's the fucking game. Now, what I have a problem with is when people who typically identify with what Bosa identifies with hate when somebody like Kaepernick takes a knee. It tells you, I want you to just stick to football. You should be okay with both if that's your thought process. The other problem I have with Cap is you cannot sue your employer for discrimination and then want to go back to said employer that discriminated against you. That's a little fucked up. We don't know where you stand. You're being very light skinned right now, and we don't know where you want to be at. That being said, I don't think there were 64 quarterbacks better than him. I do believe if he would have just said he wanted to play, somebody would have picked him up. I also believe if Harbaugh was still his coach in San Francisco, he would have never been cut because Harbaugh is the only person who knew how to use him. But we gotta let that hurt go. Like the truth is, the wildest part is all the black people that said they're boycotting the NFL because of Kaepernick taking the knee and not being in the NFL that know more about this situation than people like me who have never boycotted it.
Yeah, I didn't even know he did this.
Also, the irony is all the people who said that they were going to boycott the NFL because players were taking a knee and disrespecting the NFL that are all now all of a sudden championing MAGA Bosa. This is why I always tell people, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're not going to boycott. You're going to keep talking about it. NFL billionaires hate you poor people, and they know how to play poor people with the long game. Rome needs her gladiators. You will pay. Lana said, I used R. Kelly as the example for this. He kept making step-in gospel albums, and we kept letting his transgression slide. Nobody cared when he was feeling on your booty. Fact, the only thing that I had to shut my mind down for with R. Kelly is I don't know who he's singing that feeling on your booty to, because
daycare.
At the time I was young. At the time I was probably that girl's like what I was like 16.
Yeah.
But feeling on your booty, I have a great and one of my great pimping stories comes from feeling on your booty. This girl ended up being my girlfriend, but the girl told me no to junior prom. And she told me no at the worst time. She told me no the week of junior prom. She told me she'd ask her dad. I gave her a whole month. Anybody who's ever been in this situation knows you have to rent tuxes. You have to rent tuxes. You try to color coordinate. Hey, man, what's your dress? So she told me no. She was looking for somebody else, but then when she asked the dad, I actually shot my shot at her too. She told me I cussed too much then. She said she didn't want to be with me. She was a very Christian girl. I said, okay. All right. But I asked her to date and to go to prom. She told me no to the dating, said maybe to the prom. When she asked her dad, to her dad's respect, it was too late. It was very late. She had to go to prom by herself. I was not going to prom by myself. I asked my little ex thing, Edwina Freeman, shout out to Edwina. Edwina was thick too. I don't know if she still is, but she was definitely thick for that age group. She's probably not thick now. I just thought about it because the ashes is out of control these days. But she definitely was thick for that period. Edwina came with me. She picked. I got somebody to get me a quick tux. Asked one of my dope boyfriends for some bread because my mom wasn't paying for it at that point. Got my tux, everything. Because again, if I told y'all my story with football, y'all would be like, "That's some wild shit." But they protected me. They insulated me from having to use my hands to express myself through people's faces and from doing hand-to-hand business transactions and sales of pharmaceutical nature. But in order to prevent me from doing that, as long as I did well on the football field, I always had a couple dollars in my pocket. I thought it was a fair trade. But they gave me the suit. They gave me the money. I forgot who's. I think I used my godmother Janet's Honda. She had just got a new Accord. Honda Accord. I thought that shit was fly. The factory rims looked kind of nice on it, but it wasn't no real rims. There was like 10s, but she kept them clean. And I went with her. And the girl was there. I'm not gonna say her name, but anybody who knows me knows who I dated in high school. The only real true girlfriend I had at high school. She comes up to me. She's just like, I know it didn't work out and blah, 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 but would you like to dance? And then all I heard was dun, 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 dun. I said, you know what? I would, but the person that I actually brought that said yes has a lot more booty than you. So I'm gonna dance with her. And I walked off. And do you know what ended up working out? I ended up getting the girl that I asked. She asked me, because I only asked once. After that, I would never. Now, what I will do is I will show you how fucked up and how charming I am. And she ended up having to ask me out to be her, to be her, like for her to be my girlfriend. And then we went to prom our senior year. I gave her the whole she got the white people movie down. It was great. Captain of the football team, captain of the cheerleading squad, homecoming, king and queen. She would have never gotten any. I remember one of the things she said to me was something bad. I said, bitch, you would have never gotten any of this shit without me. I was the most popular person in my school. I told them to vote for you. And they voted for you. You could have dated some other lame and never had this shit. But un poquito confident, not arrogant. But the point is that I will never forget that song. But I wonder, did R. Kelly write that song for Edwina Freeman? I don't know. Because she was 16, and we definitely know he don't like older women. But I still fucks with him. I was singing this song that he made called Naked. I just forget that I just hope he didn't want to see no little 13-year-old girl naked when he wrote that song.
You know he did.
Which it doesn't matter. It works for grown women. It's a great song. But you have to forget about all of that shit.
Speaking of Cap, have y'all ever seen his ice cream with Ben and Jerry's?
I don't want no fucking Cap. Oh, man, another thing, too. Can we be for real about Cap?
It's called
Cap,
Change the World.
Cap was a terrible.
Oh my gosh.
You doing too much. You doing too much. Hey, this is the other thing. So the scene from Any Given Sunday where I think it was Lawrence Taylor sawed Jamie Foxx's Lambo in half.
What the fuck?
Do y'all know that happened to Colin Kaepernick?
What?
Colin Kaepernick before the kneeling was a fucking terrible person. This is what I mean. There are unwritten rules about women in the locker room. The woman that woke him up, the vagina that woke him up, made his other teammate crazy. He took his teammate's girl.
Oh, that
Oh, God.
sucks.
I forgot it was a linebacker for San Francisco that went fucking crazy and literally tried to saw Colin Kaepernick's car in fucking half. Not eating no fucking nut juice.
Change the
Not
world.
eating no nut juice ass fucking ice cream. It's the problem with the world. That's why injuries are happening. Was it Alton? Fuck, I can't think of his
Ben and
name.
Jerry's. They support us, but
Nah,
geez,
Ben,
that's too
one of my favorite
much.
pairs of shoes is my Ben and Jerry Chunky Dunks. Yeah, I got those. But I'm not fucking with this, man.
It's too.
It's too much. This is what they mean when they say that woke shit.
Yeah,
It's
and
too
how
woke.
is ice cream changing the world anyway? It's just
It's not.
ice cream.
It's capitalism. That's what it is. It's not. But again, Cap was an asshole before all of this shit happened. Before he. But but it's for the women listening to this. Good vagina change the way you think about life, man.
So it has caramel non-dairy frozen dessert
Oh.
with fudge chips, graham cracker swirls, and cookie and chocolate cookie swirls. But this is the
That
this is
actually
what you're
sounds kinda
talking
good.
about. Yeah, that sound good. I ain't
I
gonna
was
lie.
right. Not Alton. It was Alden.
Oh, Alden Smith. Wow. He was a great linebacker. Wow.
But
I'm surprised
go
he didn't
back.
kill him.
Go back up. Go back up. He was a great linebacker, and that fucked him up. Not Kaepernick. That chick. That's the same chick that woke him up.
Oh,
So the vagina did one, like the vagina be doing mystical things. Think about Erykah Badu. Every dude Erykah Badu been with gone crazy except for one. That was DOC, but he lost his voice. He had already probably been crazy. She might have flipped him to normal. Andre 3000 was dressing like a normal individual, wearing jerseys and jeans. Next thing you know, he's wearing band pants and shoulder pads.
that's
She sits in my lap.
I'm just saying, like, good, like sometimes, but she woke him up. But again, I'm not discrediting what Colin has done since then, but like that stuff didn't happen. Man, he was with Brittany Renner and shit. Like Brittany Renner put him on blast. And anybody who knows Brittany Renner, that's the girl who had the yeast infection and wrote a book about it, had sex with 2 dudes on the same day with a yeast infection.
evil.
She is definitely evil. Now she's
they're
Muslim.
pretty, but
Now
it's
she's pretending to
whatever.
be Muslim.
Alhamdulillah. Dang. Yeah, I guess this is the picture of the girl and
Telling you,
Alton
man.
Smith, but they didn't get his head in it.
Yeah, he don't even matter. That's yeah.
I'm talking about Alden went from being normal to like going insane.
He was fast linebacker too. They had a good linebacking core when he was on.
Yeah, they had him. What was his name? Navario Bowman. Was
Yeah,
he?
Navarro Bowman.
Bro, that team was crazy. They
Yeah.
had
That was a wild. What did I just say? I said something wild. Somebody said that was a wild comment for a Wednesday morning. I don't even know what I said. I thought it's been pretty tame today.
Yeah, I thought it was
Cap
pretty chill.
is wild.
The
Man,
Cap's wild.
give him the hands. Like I don't even on site. Like it's on site. I don't care if he. Oh, actually, he is the. Nah, I'm knocking him out. I made the decision just now. If that happens to me, you got to knock him out. Like, what do you think this is?
Hold up now. She's not average. Oh, the yeast effect. My bad. Yeah, that was a wild thing to put in the fucking book, John. I didn't do like.
John.
That's a wild thing to admit to. It's wilder to even say that shit.
Yeah, the actual doing of it.
So I know
She's okay.
last episode we
That'd be
mentioned.
the best vagina, man. Y'all be tripping, man. Like,
Plus, she had a
Ramon, are you talking about Erykah Badu's fine ass? You can't be serious.
She said Erykah Badu is average. No, Ramon just saying Andre 3000 looking like the dude from Get Out.
Oh, since messing with
since
Erykah
messing with
Badu.
Erykah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Nah, man, listen, Erykah Badu, man. Listen, I don't want, but when I saw the way that Sway, what she did to Sway, just when she walked in the room, I don't want,
People say she's a witch.
I don't want that bitch within 3. I don't want her within 3 football fields of me.
She looked cool though. I want to meet her.
And she was just like, "What is that? What is that? What is that? It's me." Like, what do you mean it's me? It's coming from my vagina.
Oh, she not.
And I'm like, in the way he was acting, I'm like, "Hey, bro, yeah, nah, I'm good."
Yeah, she made a candle. That's the smell of her, you know.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is it like
Hey.
her burnt panties or something?
Oh,
I
I
don't want that. I don't
yeah.
want my house smelling like.
So I think on Monday's show we're talking about the Taylor Rooks and Ocho Cinco incident, and Corey Holcomb decided to share his
Oh,
little his little piece on this. So I just wanted to.
It was okay. That's fine, Corey. I know this is gonna be out of pocket, but let's go.
It's 4 minutes, so we ain't gotta watch the whole clip.
It's gonna be out of pocket in the first part of it. So I already know Corey.
He is one of the angry black comments.
Woman that you, when you are the man at home, I don't know who all are familiar with what happens with Ocho Cinco, but one day his wife called him, his fiance called him and say, I'm out here on this Don Julio. I'll be home in a little bit. Get it ready. That is the greatest role reverse I ever saw in my life.
Wow.
If a bitch called me and say she out on Don Julio, I'm going to say, well, stay out there, bitch.
Exactly.
I done already fucked. I'm going to sleep.
And not only that, to me, it didn't even sound that sexy because it's like she's basically saying, I'm on that. Like, now I'll come and give it to you.
Right. After
Like,
I'm
she
through in the
gotta be-
streets.
and-
This your woman telling you
Wait,
this.
and she gotta be
After I'm
drunk.
through in the streets, what's she say?
And she got to be drunk. Woo!
She got to be drunk.
That's what it sounded like to me. Like she's like, yeah, I'm on this Don Julio. Like,
Is it
now
bad if your woman got to be drunk when she sleep with you?
No, but I'm just saying that sounds funny. It wasn't that so when the way you said it, it just made it sound
If
like
you didn't get drunk with me, you in violation. You can't come home drunk to me. And what did they say a time? I don't know if they said a time, but I'm saying anyway. The brother Chad Ocho Cinco said, I act like I was asleep when she got home.
Oh, wow.
I know what time it is.
That's wild.
I need her to have friends. I need my time.
Chad, the good thing
Oh,
is
I thought you meant you wanted to come with her.
He is.
I
I cheer for Ocho Cinco too. I'm not talking shit about him. I'm talking shit about this situation.
And I
'Cause
like
it's-
them together. Like
it's
I like.
Wow,
them.
what could you like when you see that woman take advantage
No,
of this
not
man?
now. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking
Wait a
about with
minute,
what
she
what
said
I
he
actually
pretended
saw,
like
like
she was
him
sleeping
talking about it, not
with
her. When I would see him
Please.
talk to on that Shannon Sharp
Corey,
show, that
like,
they had
what?
together, that was
Corey.
on the-
Yeah.
I kind of liked how he would bring her,
Corey,
you know, he
you
would
too much,
bring her
though,
in
man.
and
You gotta
talk
live,
about
you
her a
gotta
lot.
look good,
And
bro.
it seemed like they were happy is all I'm saying. It didn't seem what I'm seeing now.
Let's
I was like, ooh, I didn't
So-
know all that was happening.
Fire the
So-
fuck out of me.
It
Please go
seem like
down.
they happy.
It seemed at the time they were like every time he would do that.
Do
like
you
he was
think if a
involved.
man bring his woman to a podcast and all of a sudden his woman is talking on the podcast, that's a sign of happiness?
I didn't say that. I said
That's
that he
a
was-
sign.
No. He didn't have her on the pod. He was always referring to her. When he would talk about a story, it's like they were just involved. It just sounded.
That didn't Corey
sounded all
reach
right.
this.
It
I
sounded like
saw
they were-
her on the podcast one day.
No, I'm not.
Sorry,
Oh,
Corey.
on there.
I'm sorry,
He
Corey.
just mad.
Corey does not the thoughts and the views of Corey Holcomb do not necessarily reflect the thoughts and views of those on the media group. Please go drinking with your friends and come back and open the door and have me over there biting the covers and shit. Me nervous to know what's going to happen. Please, that would be a welcome change. That would be because I can tell you this much: like when now, not necessarily now, it's more Scotch and brown liquor now, but whew, I was a fucking terrorist in college off of Hennessy. Like I used to think Hennessy, like we get older, it doesn't have quite the same effect. But Hennessy was Viagra to young black Negroes in the early 2000s. Like we came in and it's called Henny Dick for a reason. Like,
There's only two things you can do on Fendi. They both start with an F.
yep,
Fight.
fucking fight.
Yeah.
And you might feel like you done both afterwards. I'm sorry, Corey. Like to have Corey is famous-ish. So this is the problem that Corey has. No, I'm saying like he's not like one of the
No,
I
yeah.
like him, but he's not one of the top comics. But he's gonna sell out. He has his crowd. So when Corey goes to a show, there's going to be 2 or 3 women that are going to be there ready for him at all times. Oh yeah, like I mean, it's I mean, listen though, but this is grown folks talk. Like I don't get when women don't want to act. Like if somebody posted men love whores, I'm like, yes, we do. I love a good whore. But the problem is if you're a whore for everybody, then you're for the streets.
She belonged to the streets.
But if you're just a whore for me, then that's great.
Like what Cameron said. Y'all seen that clip?
Mm-mm.
When he was like, he need his wife to be a whore.
Right. I think the problem is too many women are whores. They're too prudish. You out here losing to the whores are winning because you don't want to do what you need to do. But like Corey got women waiting on him and he feels like he can do this. And he is truly anti-monogamy. And that's fine. Now, this right here is like Ocho's like Ocho can get hoes.
He had Taylor Rooks.
Apparently, like that was we'll get to that. Table that for a second. But Ocho wants you to be his hoe. He wants to like, but so like you, it's tough like when you always have to be the initiator. Like, let it like, or not, it's not even so much that you always have to be the initiator. It's when you know you got hoes. Like you just went through, like for example, he travels a lot. So he was, let's say he was with Brandon Marshall's crazy ass, and they did. Brandon is trying to reboot I Am Athlete. And you're going around touring and shit, and you got these hoes in different cities, and they're over there objectifying you, but you don't want them. You want this one, and this is why I think women miss the boat because they claim they want monogamy, but don't want to do the monogamous shit that you got to do. All these women are over here feeling on you and talking to you and holding you, taking the Taylor Rooks picture with you. But then the one bitch you want to come back home to is looking at you like you not fucking Ocho Cinco. Because she fine. And you lose. Because they talk about he fumbled the bag. How you don't fumble the bag with Taylor Rooks? That's called a punt. Not saying she's not bad. Plus, she was, apparently the way they got their relationship, Ocho was a side dude. And this is the other side part of it is because when you the side dude, the bitch is the aggressor. She's the one coming for you. And so but now you done went from, now you done shifted my relationship plan. And now we went from side dude status to we're couple status. But what got you what got you here is me being in the side dude status, and you stop doing that. That's all. I'm just saying, like,
Sherelle need to get on live with Shannon Sharp to get her get back.
But there's that's what I want women to win so bad, just like TK Kirkland say. The get back isn't getting back like y'all think, not with us. One, get somebody better. And like typically you don't. And I don't care. Like the only get back when women look like that makes you have to lessen the value of it. I remember chick said, I'll get with your friend. I'm like, cool. We just gonna compare notes. Now you're the whore. Now you're the whore in the group chat. That's not hurting me. I know he ain't shit. We ain't shit together. Now you want us to do it. I was like, baby, if that's what you want to do, let's just go ahead and let's run a train on you and and put you out your misery. That's the problem. Is like when you talking to dudes who have means, that's not how you get us. I really don't know how. Oh, you get us. You got to hurt the pride. But the pride ain't gonna get us by. We knew you wasn't a virgin when we met you. So like, fucking the other dudes, cool. Go do you something. I'll go find a new you. Like that's, but not me personally, because I ain't really got time for all of that. I got kids, but that's my job is to make sure I raise a new generation of, they're going to be good guys, but if your daughter makes them future, just know it was your daughter's fault that she destroyed every woman on the planet, because they're going to be handsome, well-dressed, and half Hispanic. Going to be out here fucking up the whole world. Demetrius saw what color suit is that you have on. Apparently, some people think it's salmon. I don't know how they thought that.
What salmon? What salmon are they eating?
They're eating the Aldi salmon.
They said it was the light. It was the angle. I thought it was brown, but the official name is deep coral.
Oh,
I realized I don't know what the fuck coral looks like. I was thinking coral reefs are like blue and shit,
Yeah.
but like apparently it's deep coral.
Yeah, I gotta search that.
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
I had to search.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
actually asked me, like, is that deep coral? Like, they thought it was like a deep pink, but it's not pink. I ain't that mad.
That's a cheat. Coral comes in so many colors.
All right, okay. So, but does deep coral come in? Because that's what they said, and I googled it. And Londa, caramel, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see caramel. I was gonna go with caramel because I
Yeah.
feel delicious right now. So that's what we're going
I
with,
wish I
caramel.
did.
Don't y'all say that. Y'all don't need to co-sign
I
that.
was
You
like,
don't,
see,
you don't
nah,
need
I
to
wish I
co-sign
did.
carrot delicious.
It's a dark. I just want to simplify the colors.
oh, it looks different on my screen, but this one kind of looks like it's like brighter on here. Like it looks like.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's the one
That's
to the
the one.
like to the left of the box that you picked?
This one?
Yeah, what's that one? Is that supposed to be deep coral?
Oh, it says dark coral. That one is.
Okay, well then that look a little salmonish before you cook it.
Yeah, that before you cook it. Yeah,
Is it caramel or caramel?
I say caramel.
I say caramel as well. I had to think about that one.
You know
Yeah.
what? Ben and Jerry's gave. I'm mad. I'm going back to Ben and Jerry's.
They're so good too.
How the fuck you gave Colin Kaepernick an ice cream before Ghostface and Raekwon, the chef?
They wanted an ice cream.
They had one of the song that
Ice
really
cream.
broke them
Oh,
out was Watch These Rap, just get all up in your cut. Fresh vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe. They have
That'd
Method Man
be
do the commercial. Wu-Tang had an ice cream truck outside of Madison Square Garden, and they played Cream. Like you talk about missing the moment. Anyways, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Where we
Yeah.
at right now on time?
11:28.
No, I'm saying like how much.
Oh,
Oh,
hour and
7.
6 minutes.
All right, so let's get another thing in before because we got to cut it early because of damn news and Miles got to work.
All right, so I don't know
Love
if
that
you.
song, Ice Cream. It's such a good friend. Why do all old black people like butter pecan ice cream so much? Shit, I mean, I
the
like
butter
it.
pecan candies.
I like. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I don't even think they make those.
I don't think so. I like old ass. That's why that might be why I like old women. Give me an old woman with some butterscotch in her purse, man. That's how you get me. Just that, like, here you go, young fella. Get this little butterscotch and then come on in here and let me fix you something warm to eat.
I'm getting some ice cream today.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some. That sounds good. That's the best part about living in Florida is we can eat ice cream whenever the fuck we want to and not look stupid. Motherfuckers up north trying to eat ice cream in the snow. Now, what you got, Jaden?
So last night, Game 4 of the MLB World Series happened, and there was some controversy in the crowd. So they played at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and while Mookie Betts was trying to catch a ball, some Yankees fans decide to try and grab him and therefore take the ball away from him. So here's a video right here.
Mookie Betts is the big black dude with dreads.
Nah, he's
No, that's probably you're
faded
probably thinking of
bald.
Vlad Jr.
I was okay.
Mookie Betts, he's balding.
Okay,
He
then,
light
yeah.
skinned. You'll see him. But this is a play.
I love this so much.
I love it. That's what that dude did in Chicago, right? That cost the
Yeah, I think that's what they're talking about on the
Bears,
show.
Oh,
not the Bears,
okay, yeah.
the not the White Sox, the Cubs, the
Cubs.
World Series.
It's already a catch though. Look at the slow. They hold him up.
Look at him smiling. That's just weird.
Hold him up. He's being thugged. He's like,
Nah, he's being
He
groped.
assisted it.
He's
Yeah.
being groped. I'm not gonna lie. He's being
That
groped
is
on his
common
wrist.
thuggery. That should have
They
happened.
ejected
in the
these
alley.
people. Please tell me
Okay,
they ejected
so-
these people.
Okay, so on Yahoo Sports, they already got the names of these people and everything. So these people were shortly ejected after this, and the two people involved were the fan who tried to rip Mookie Betts' glove off was identified as Austin Capobianco, who's 38. And Austin's younger brother, who was also there, said that Betts was, quote, swearing at
You
them.
goddamn right.
They really could have injured him, but it's so
I-
funny to see.
You think that CNN reporter said something out of pocket the other day? I'd have said all kinds of shit. Especially if I find out that his name was like what did you say, Cappuccino
It looked like it's
or Capiueta,
It looks-
Capipaca?
Capo Bianco. Bianco.
That's
Oh, so that happened in LA too. So that's just them getting a little get back. So is it 3-1?
No, yeah, it's 3-1.
They just wanted it. They just wanted to end in LA.
That's so funny. How do you hold a person up in the air by his wrist, though? That's crazy.
That's what I'm trying to figure out is how light is Mookie Betts?
Yeah, for real.
That I can just hold you by your wrist. Like, I tried to pick Trey up the other day, and that motherfucker solid. There was a time I could hold him by his feet or his wrist and stuff like that, and it was just
Can you fix the screen?
he's
Oh,
not
my
petite
bad.
anymore. Like you ever like go? We were doing an example. I was doing an example to like how they should block, and I thought I could like just jack them up like real easily, and I had to reset myself.
Nah, I laughed looking at him because I was like, it happened like it felt like a day, and today I was like, gosh, damn, this is a whole grown man.
Hey man,
Like you're heavy, dude.
proud dad moment. I've never been a prouder dad than the last couple of days of these boys with football. Like, first off, Trey out that bitch on a whole nother level. His confidence level is like damn near like our quarterback Knox, but I know he's not getting any pussy yet because he's still young and he doesn't know what's going on with it. But it's almost like Trey getting pussy level confidence right now. So I know when Trey, like me and Trey gonna have to have some combos.
Well, he used to be a little runner. Now he's putting on all that size.
But what I'm saying now, the running is the speed
Yeah,
feels like
yeah,
it's come
exactly.
back with the size.
Facts.
This is the clip of them getting escorted.
Okay, all right, let's do that.
Are they
Just let-
clapping
I don't know if
for
they're
him?
clapping
for
because
him.
they're leaving, getting escorted, or they're
I think they're
clapping
clapping
to
because
to congratulate them.
because the Bronx is
Yeah,
wild.
look, he's hugging.
Yeah.
He's about to hug him. I love this.
I don't know what
Big
I
open arm hug, like Thanksgiving hug.
Like Trey just doesn't have quite his dad's aggressive demeanor yet. It's coming though. And the killer dog Miles. Yo, I'm talking about little. They put him at DN. This motherfucker was Bobby Boucher. People on pursuit angles. He just came over and I'm looking and I hear bam. I'm like, whoa. Say, wait a minute, that was my son. Man, that motherfucker got a motor, like a relentless motor.
Oh, I can see that.
And the problem is Kyle like laying kids out and then like helping them up.
what a guy.
I'm like, that son, I don't know if I want to tell him don't do that, but at the same time, do that because that's fucking like psychological warfare. I don't know what to believe here.
It's just my friend, but
Yeah,
he keeps
he like-
knocking me down.
He laid me out, but then he helped me up. And he told me, good job. You'll do better next time. All right, man. We got any other was there anything else that I wanted to get to? That's it. Oh, we gotta do the pickup thing. Not pickup. We got tickets. If you want tickets to the game, North Carolina game, let me know. Go ahead, put it in there. Well, actually, we can do 2 giveaways. If you want tickets, go ahead and put your name in there now. Also, do you have that homecoming clip? It's homecoming. Ladies, don't make it too hard. It's in your I think it might have put it in your send it to you in IG.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Ladies, just life's too short. Like, let that bad hit. Spin the block. If you know you want, don't push too much. Roderick says he wants some, or Roderick. No tailgate this weekend, B-Lin. I got too much. These boys. I love them. I want to love them, my little nephews, but they are fucking annoying right now. All them fucking scriptures and shit, and praying hands, and God got me. No, he doesn't. The devil is clearly leading you at this point in your life.
Oh my gosh.
Also, we had a 4-way tie for the pickup, so I don't know what we want to do about that.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just trying to. Oh, got it. It wasn't pasted in my bar right quick. All right, here I got it right here. All right, here it goes.
Yeah. Now, my friend put on there that, you know, this dude, just sometimes you just got to let the meme be the meme. But you know what? It's a lot of dudes at HBCUs that look like this. So,
What does this look like?
like they look, he's little
Oh,
sassafras. Like, not as tough. Like, everybody's not Black Power Dr. Umar. But, like, you know, some of them are just, but them be the ones with the wildest, like with the baddest ones. Because Black women love to say that they settle, but no, you took the safe option. You've been hurt enough. You went through your wild phase, and this is the guy that's willing to come home to you. If I was going to be like Corey Holcomb, this is the guy who Corey Holcomb thinks Chad Johnson is right now. Which Corey, we know. Again, Corey got hoes. I know he got hoes, but you ain't got Chad Johnson hoes. I can promise you that. Because Chad's fit too. So like, women do like men that look. Actually, Chad got like 12. That's the other side of it. Chad got like, we can talk about Future all day.
Chad got
a lot of kids. Though.
Oh, really?
Like to go and marry or want to be with Chad Johnson is a choice. You know the man fertile.
Yeah, this is the video. I'll press play.
You go ahead.
Hit. Let a nigga hit. Right? It's homecoming season. Hey, let a nigga hit. Ask yourself, why not? Why not? What are you saving it for? Let a nigga hit. Like who are you saving it for? I'm serious. Like who are you saving it for at this point? You're several years past your 10-year reunion, coming back single. All right. I mean, let a nigga hit. Right? I'm saving it for marriage. Honestly, bitch, that seems unlikely. All right. That seems unlikely. Why not? Right? Why not? You've known this guy for 20 years. You're here for one weekend. If you can't let a nigga hit one time on the weekend that you've known for 20 years, I mean, who the fuck can you let hit? Right? Why? Hey, hey, let a nigga hit.
Points have been made.
Let a nigga hit.
Like you kind of have a history with this person, so it's not a one night stand. So I know a lot of women are opposed to one night stands, and I don't know why. You should have that in your resume. Because if you got dudes that are afraid of these stories that you could tell, they're not secure enough for you, sister. Like we need experience. Shit, we only got. You know what? We may just do a But Derek, I got you. Inbox me.
Nobody wants these.
Nobody wants these tickets. Like right now, I gotta give them away.
I'll take some.
It's the story of like Coach Bowden had a story about when he first got to Florida State, how he couldn't give away tickets, so he went to Governor Square Mall and he put 2 tickets in his windshield, and then when he walked out the mall, he saw like the number of tickets increased, and another person was putting tickets there, and he was like, hey man, what are you doing? He's like, well, I thought this is where people were getting rid of their tickets.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, Derek, you got 2 tickets, man. Just make sure you inbox me, man. I got you, dog. Anybody else, we'll make a tweet if anybody wants tickets. Tell them to just put it on the Sports Den thing at me and CJ, and then we'll see how many people go and put it there, and we'll do that.
I don't think I could give it away in my group. I was thinking of posting something back there.
I just imagine police was chasing people back in the 80s in Miami. Come here. Put him on cops. Get down. Put his hands behind his back. Put the damn tickets in his back pocket. They playing cracking tickets to you. You had to see.
That's so sad. It was just a week ago we were.
Yeah, you can inbox on IG, bro. You can do that. Shit was all cool just a week ago.
Damn. You can't give the tickets away now. That's wild. Your fans are fickle.
Very fickle. And very hormonal. And very weird.
Y'all can't take one losing season?
No.
Did y'all see the picture? Like I was so angry. Well, I stopped the film. I still have like a whole half of film.
I was watching it yesterday while I was editing.
And I was just sick to my stomach.
I was watching
it's not
it.
The fucking game plan. It's the gameplay. The shit was terrible, dog. Like, bro, like Miles, the play I stopped on. Can you pull it up? Like
Yeah,
this, I'm sorry. I don't, again, this is not personal. This is what the fuck happened. And this is like I get where fans are coming. We gotta fire Atkins and Mike can't call plays and Fuller did, bitch. No, the shit is there. The shit is there. Yes, we can get on them for not recruiting better. But goddamn.
I was watching it while I was editing the reel I posted yesterday, and I was watching the live because I got the YouTube notification. And then I just looked up and you're like, all right, I'm done.
It's like,
and then you was like, what?
Because the problem is I saw this in real time, right? And like everybody's talking about how good this. I love Derek Nicholson to fucking death. That's like my brother. I don't want to hire him now because I seen this shit. It was 3rd and fucking 1, man. 3rd and fucking 1. This is what we have. You want to know what the next play was? 4th and fucking 1. There is literally nobody there between that. Like the only person that can make that play is the referee.
This dude ended up he tackled him, I'm pretty sure.
He ran into the back of the motherfucker that's blocking, dog.
Yeah.
But this isn't the play I end. This isn't the play I end. I did a couple more.
Okay.
Because this is the drive that I believe this is the drive we scored. No. This might not have been the drive.
It says 7:59 p.m. So that was probably the game started at what, 7?
At 7.
So that was probably
This is right before half. No,
Yeah,
this is right
okay.
before half.
okay.
Luke's touchdown. I mean, the touchdown we ended up scoring, right? It might be because I ended up scoring on this drive, and Luke broke the long run going in that direction.
He did, yeah.
The problem I had wasn't just this play. I saw 2 times, and Kyle Morlock is, y'all know how I feel about Kyle Morlock. But Jackson West hates Kyle Morlock. You know why? Because he kept knocking the shit out of Kyle Morlock. Like Kyle has been, this plays where he's blocking. And Jackson West, they had a double puller. Jackson West could have avoided Kyle Morlock and actually, blocked the guy with the other color on. He hit the fuck out of Kyle. And so now you got one person who was blocking. Now he gets bounced off of the guy. Nobody's blocking. Now it's just, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, as a coach, you sit back and you look and you just start thinking about things. You reflect on life. Like, what did I do?
How did I get here?
Like, what did I do to make these people act like this? Like, because this isn't the kid I recruited. This isn't the young man that I saw work hard and achieve his dream. It's like, and I get it. At the end of the day, you get fired for shit like this. But damn. As my position coach used to say, the only way that this play works better is if I run it myself. And I can't do that because I don't have any more eligibility. Like I just, as a coach, this is why you drink.
Then you gotta rewatch this over. Even you guys have to watch it over and over again.
And what's crazy is you got fans just bitching about shit because all they see is the lack of the product. Of the production, but they don't look at this part.
Ain't nobody gonna watch film for fun.
Which is true. That's why I know. That's why I try to tell people I don't want to argue with y'all about sports because I don't watch it for fun. I can't watch a game for fun. It's probably annoying to people who don't want to learn about it because I'm literally talking about the game as the play is going on.
That stinks, especially with the losing season like this.
But I tell people there's 8 clips I can show you just like this in the first half alone. That just, I'm like, bruh. And what's crazy is the disrespect. Well, it was 3rd and 1, so the disrespect is wild. But they just said, fuck that. What we know you're not gonna do is throw it. Like, but anyways, man. appreciate you guys for chopping up me on this Hump Day Wednesday. We'll get you those tickets, Roderick, and or Roderick, or however you say it. And if anybody else wants tickets, we'll put those online. I know I got some youth. I'm getting tickets to.
No, this year.
He's not turning around this year. Mike will be fine, man. Luke's straight. Luke loves this shit. Jeff Cameron was saying Luke was fucking transferring. This is what I gotta tell you. I like Jeff. Jeff does a great radio show, but Jeff does that shock jock shit from the 80s. Like that's what that is. I'm gonna say the wildest shit. Like it's just it's a bad fucking season, man. I think you won the college. Oh, who tied in the NFL pick? I think Londa won straight up the whatever that shit is. At this point, Londa, just give me the request on Cash App. I paid you so much that your husband's probably by, hey man, hey, chill out, man. hey, who the motherfucker with the chest out that keep giving you all the fucking $40? I know what $40 fucking means. I mean, like, hey, give you $40 a week. Hey, what the fuck, Alonda? Alonda, I listen to sports radio, Alonda. Ain't nobody giving money like that to the same person every week. Hold on. Let's see. What's crazy is I had a good week and I fucking lost.
Yo, he thanks you for last weekend.
Nah, I was just saying that's true. That's right. You took him to Red Lobster, like or someplace. Take him to Checkers. St. Brown, Odell Rules, my boy Jay, Rattlers run the SWAC. So C Walker and then Adrian, they all won. I mean, I could just give y'all all like a little piece of that shit, but like that ain't gonna work. Yeah, all had the same amount of wins.
We need to figure out a tiebreaker method.
They have it. I just don't know if it just says rank 1, so it doesn't show me. It won't show me who got the tiebreaker thing. But let me go look at the college. I'm pretty sure Alonda got college football pick 'em by herself.
Oh, they went to a baseball game and ate good. Shout
Nice.
out, y'all.
Yeah, Alonda got it straight. Adrian came in a close second.
Oh, for the tiebreaker.
Yeah. No, for the college. Nobody guessed it right. So it's only 10 picks in college. And Alonda got 6 picks right. Adrian got half her picks right. So hold on, the hood part. But yeah. On that note, I appreciate you guys chopping up when we gotta get our day started. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll have a good. Oh, yeah, I'll be on the road Friday, so we'll do something Friday. I know we'll do. Actually, no, I'll leave after the record. Yeah, we'll come here Friday, bright and early, doing our thing, and then we'll go from there. Appreciate y'all. Peace.